Okay, so we can now... There's the big hole. So we could go back to the Sky Palace. And we can clear out that nasty hole. So Kronos, if we destroy the monsters in this area, people will no longer be scared of evil. Are you ready? I'm ready. May luck be with you. And now we are entering this nasty hole. Spikes are instant deaths, so we make sure we avoid those. The action stages do get a lot harder very quickly, so... The first few are not that bad, though. Whoop. Pretty standard stuff, really. Very Castlevania-esque. Except you got a sword instead of a whip. Once again, the music is just gorgeous. This is MIDI, people. As simple as some of the technology was for the original consoles back in the day, it really was something when they could make these incredibly intricate soundtracks and amazing themes that are still popular today using beeps and boops and then MIDI. You know what I mean? It's remarkable. Like, I still listen to this music. People have made all kinds of orchestral arrangements of it. I mean, it's great stuff. Whoop. I love hunting down that kind of thing. Like, OC Remix, for example, is awesome like that. I think I'm at the boss already, and I don't have many hit points, so this isn't gonna go well. Oh, never mind. I'm not there yet. Hopefully I can get some hit points back. Ah! Oh, I guess spikes aren't instant death. Good to know. Okay, these are gonna spit out little balls at me, I think, if I recall. Yep. But fortunately, as you can see up there, you do have multiple lives, in case you do have some trouble with the action stages. And you can't really lose. Even if your character runs out of lives, you just go back to the Sky Palace and you can do it again. Now, it is important to manage your magic abilities. I forgot, I think I was supposed to pick up a scroll, and I did not. And I also did not equip my magic, so I can't use it, but that's okay. You can get different spells as you go, and the spells are quite useful. Whoop, watch out for those. The spells are quite useful as you go through the game. Some are better than others. In fact, I pretty much exclusively use just one spell. I think this is it. This is it! Whoa, that's a Minotaur. Now, as you can see, the challenge factor, whoops, in these first few bosses is not really there at all. Basically, you just sit there and pound the button and you'll win. Victory pose! And now, everybody's happy in Fillmore. Aw, did he die? Master, Fillmore is now rid of all monsters. Sadly, one person was afflicted by the monster's curse and has just passed away. Right before he passed away, he was heard to say, "I was finally able to be of some help to the people of Fillmore. With the elimination of all monsters, we can now control the town by ourselves. So, please visit other lands and make them as peaceful as our town, Fillmore. There are people praising you outside of this shrine." And they are. Very cool. So, that in a nutshell is the game. You just kind of go around the world and free the people as you go and let them grow. Now, they don't build by themselves when you're not in the area. Time kind of stands still, so you don't have to worry about managing them once you've already cleared it, for example. Just doing a little cleanup work here. Now, there are other miracles. I'll get to them when the time comes. As you can see, there's looks like rain, there's sunlight, looks like wind, and then there's an earthquake. Each of them kind of unlock as you go because each of them require more and more spell points to use. Okay, so... Oh, I didn't show you the city status screen. Yep. So that's real quick and easy. Let me go back to the Sky Palace for now. Because here I can actually equip my magic. Okay, so now I've got my magical fire equipped. That's good. Back down to the people for a second. I think I forgot to get an offering. Yep, I did forget it. Ah, so they're gonna give me the bridge building technique. That's cool. That'll be useful. Okay, and then here is the source of magic. So these are your magic points that you use in the action levels. Now, that's pretty much the only limited resource in this game, the magic spell points. That's important to keep in mind. So you definitely don't want to waste them unless you have to. Why, yes, of course I do. Alright, so we are actually ready to get moving. Now, just to give you an idea of how big the world is, there's another area down here. Yeah, I've got to get my controls fixed. I cannot go at a diagonal right now with my controller. Alright, so now we're back, and we can see that there are plenty of other lands here to explore. Next up, though, is Blood Pool. I think you can go in any order, but it might, like, recommend you be a certain level. Yes, okay. So I can't go to the desert area until I'm level 4. So the game kind of protects you from getting too far ahead of yourself, so that's good. Yep, so next is definitely Blood Pool. So this is the first action level that actually has a little bit of challenge. And once again, though, awesome music. Because you can actually fall in the water there and die. That is instant death. There's not really a whole lot of point to the score. You know, just like most scores in games of this era, is just bragging rights. And those go down, so we gotta jump quick. Ah, stupid elves. Or dwarves, or hobbits, or bobbits, or whatever. The half apples obviously only refill half of your hit points. Okay. Doing good here. Alright, I like it. What's funny is that I do kind of have these levels memorized to a certain extent. It's very familiar to me. Ah, and I got a 1-up. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, this is just classic platforming and action-adventure. I love this stuff. And then when you combine it with the civilization-like city-building elements, it's a great formula. I mean, I'm surprised there weren't more games like this. It did have a sequel, ActRaiser 2. Uh-oh. I better pay attention. This boss is actually kind of tricky. Except I've never... I gotta... Yeah, this boss is actually a little tricky. You gotta pay attention while you're doing it. Now he's still over there. Ah! Whoa! There we go. Now you'll notice there is a timer, so you can't completely dawdle around. You will be killed if you just screw around. Man, I gotta find a faster way of doing this. Ah! Can only get him once. Damn it! Ah! Damn it! Fell in the water. Fell in the pool of blood, so to speak. Yep, this level's a little harder. Unfortunately, you don't just get to start right at the boss, either. Although, it looks like I can still keep getting the 1-up each time, so let's just do that. No problem. I could use magic on the boss, but I really don't want to, because if you can resist using it early on, it will pay dividends later. I guarantee you. Alright. Take 2. Ah! Too close. He always pops up on the island opposite you. He, it, she, I don't know. Man, I've got to find a better way to do this. I'm only getting 1 or 2 shots each time. Ah! No! Come on! Ugh. I think I just have to be patient with the boss. I'm being too impatient. I wish I could just drop down, but I can't. Gotta be careful. So every time I jump... Really? Okay, now I look like a complete failure. Okay, let's try this again. I think I just have to be patient. God, he's hitting me too. I'm not gonna survive at this rate. There we go, that worked. Okay, I think I got it now. Okay, now I get 2 slices or swipes every time. Cool. I got plenty of time. Just be patient. Be patient, Kronos. Ah, only got 1 that time. Hard to believe this is actually only the second console game I've ever played on my channel, and the first Super Nintendo game. And you're done. Jeez, that was more trouble than it was worth. Booyah. And then there's just this statue that mysteriously appears on this pier. I have created life! Bloodpool may became a land where people can live in peace. Alright, my master, let us work towards peace. Sir Kronos, I know it's unexpected, but our people in Bloodpool have something to tell you. My master, it has become very difficult trying to build homes because of the marshlands. Would you please use sunlight to dry up the marshlands? So the game does pretty much hold your hand when it comes to kind of how to do everything. As you can see there, to use that spell, it took 30 spell points. Okay, well, we're gonna definitely want to get them building in the right direction, though. Yep, and the bushes are in the way there, so I gotta wait for my spell points to come back. Ooh, I guess that's the blood pool. Oh no, we have a new enemy! It's a little devil that kind of looks like us. Except a lot more red. Those guys are kind of annoying, as you'll see later. There are not a ton of enemies in the game as far as these civilization building stages go. But you do have to deal with increasing numbers of them. And there are some that are quite annoying, as you'll see. Now, if you look in the upper right-hand corner, you can see there's a 2 and then a slash and a 294. So the number on the left is the population of where you currently are. In this case, it's Bloodpool. And the population on the right is the total Earth or world population. Now, if I let that red devil go, he has the ability to completely dry up my field over here. Looks like a field of corn, I guess. So, I want to make sure he gets nowhere near that field. The blue devils can use lightning to destroy homes. The bats just kidnap people. And that's no good. That's no good. What do you want? We have a problem. It's about my oldest son, Teddy. We're worried that his curious energy may get him into trouble. Well, I know it's nothing to bother you with. I'm sorry for bringing up such a silly matter. You're sorry? I'll show you how sorry you are! Feel my wrath! Unfortunately, nothing happened. That doesn't actually do anything, in most cases. In one case in the game, it actually gets you something. But yeah, there's all kinds of secrets as far as hidden items in the different areas. This game is just so fun. I mean, this was back in the glory days of Square and Enix. Before they merged. They had so many great titles for the SNES. And all of them RPGs. My favorite. What happened to you, Square and Enix? I don't know. But these days, you kinda suck. Not gonna lie. Sealing the lair. Very good. I love how it's like the Batman symbol. Our people have sealed the monster's lair without our help. The civilization level of Bloodpool seems to have improved. What is it now? My master, as you know, Bloodpool is a land of many rivers. We want to build homes on the other side of the rivers, but don't know how to build bridges. Please teach us how to build bridges. So this is kind of a way of the game making sure you don't get too far ahead of yourself. You had to get the technology of the bridges from Fillmore in order to help them out. So why don't we go ahead and give them the technology? So we're going to use an offering. We're going to use the bridge. So Kronos, with this, the people will now be able to build bridges. It's very odd in that these are the only people who don't know how to build bridges, as the rest of the game goes on, but we won't talk about that. Alright, so I need to dry up the marshlands or I can't do anything, so let's get to work on doing that. The sun can dry up marshlands and melt snow, so that's important to remember. Okay, now I can build towards the Blue Devil lair. I call him a Blue Devil. They probably have actual names, but I don't know. Yeah, there's just something so pleasant and relaxing about this game. You're never in any real peril from the monsters in the civilization building. It's kind of a relaxing SimCity, it really is. And SimCity was another great SNES game, with great music. My master, we now know how to grow a crop called wheat here in Bloodpool. Please share our newfound crop with lands that cannot produce wheat. So in this case, we can actually take their offering of wheat. My master, this is a crop called wheat. A crop of wheat can feed many more people than a crop of corn. Please share our harvest of wheat with other lands so that they too may feed more people. Okay, so we can take a short break here. I'll wait until they clear out this layer. Because we can actually give Fillmore the power of wheat. In fact, now that I think about it, I don't know if I actually have to use the offering. I believe if I connect If you remember, this is kind of where they connected, Fillmore and Bloodpool. If I connect them, I think I can just give them they can just give them the technology that way. So let's try that first. We gain another level. Sweet. So now the next level is at population 700. So you can see it exponentially increases as you go, as any good leveling system will. Alrighty, so now one less Blue Devil to have to worry about. Civilization level has improved again. Nice. Uh-oh. Somebody's unhappy. My master, our son, Teddy, has run away from home. We've looked everywhere for him, but we cannot find him. He must be very hungry by now. Oh, my master, we have made a loaf of bread. Please find Teddy and give him the bread. What, do you think I'm your slave?
I am your god!
My master, we have finally finished a road connecting us with our neighboring town, Fillmore. We can now teach them how to produce wheat. Yep, that's what I thought. And I see there's Teddy right there. Okay.
I am a patient and kind god. I will fulfill this wish of yours.
First we take the bread. Oh, we got more wheat. Poor lonely Teddy. And let's go ahead and give him the bread. Where would you like to use this item? Please indicate a location. What will Teddy think when he sees the bread his mother baked for him? I don't know, he died. Nope, he just went home. Thanks to you, my master, our son Teddy is now back home. The loaf of bread reminded him of home and caused him to return. He didn't mean to run away, he was trying to discover how the lake was poisoned. We have always thought of our son as a small child. It was a surprise to see him act as a grown man. According to Teddy, the lake was poisoned because of its closeness to the monster's lair. We present you with this skull that he found in the cave. Please accept it. So that big old castle right there. Come on. That big old castle right there, that's the lair. Now, as you can see, we have fields of wheat here instead of the corn. So, what we're actually going to do may seem counterintuitive, but we're going to go ahead and burn this area. And this is actually the secret to optimizing and getting the absolute most out of every single area in the game, because they'll rebuild. You know, you can even burn houses and stuff like that, and they'll rebuild. But the point is, instead of being the dirt huts or whatever, there'll be cabins or there'll be brick homes like over here, which can house more people and will increase your population. So that's the best way to actually maximize your levels. Now, a secret that I know of here that I think I read in the manual, if I recall, is actually right here. Let's make it rain. I believe if we send it here...
It's gonna rain!
Yep. I know it's unexpected, but our people in Bloodpool have something to tell you. Oh, Master, the recent rainfall has caused the lake to rise. The rising water revealed this strange jewel which we found on the lake shore. Please accept it as an offering. So back in the days where there weren't really walkthroughs, and especially not game facts or anything like that, you just kind of had to experiment, see what you could find. Okay, I got a magic skull. Ah, this jewel can destroy a monster's lair. Very cool. Please use it on a monster's lair that we can't seal. So you don't want to waste it. And they got more stuff to give. More wheat.